Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the latest edition of Blues Over Booze. Tonight we will be discussing the recent cup defeat at Millwall, as well as looking forward to the next cup match at Stevenage on Tuesday. Scott, as the only other person here, would you like to start us off? Yep.
I thought on Friday we did everything but score, didn't we? Friday night we dictated the game. I thought even Neil Harris said after the game how much we were. Oh, Shane's tuned in already. There.
Yep.
Even Neil Harris said how much we outplayed them and were a better team. But as people say, we didn't really have too many clear cut chances apart from the McLaughlin header, really, and Fortuné at the end.
Yeah, well, it was. We don't have any eye candy. Well, I mean, apart from me, obviously. I mean, to me, it was typical. It was typical Southend. I mean, I said about halfway through the second half that this is exactly the sort of game that we would lose 1-0. Albeit, I also said that for some reason I had a feeling that we wouldn't this time. That it was going to be 0-0, and obviously I was proved wrong. But it was just typical. It was. Think back to like Newport away a couple of years ago, and that sort of game
where you're so on top, isn't it? And your chances go missing and that, or half chances to get into the box, and they don't take them. And then they get one real chance at the end of the game, and they took it.
Exactly. But at the same time, we had plenty of the possession, but as you say, we didn't really have any clear-cut chances. So, it was rather embarrassing, really, in the second half, the way we had so much possession, and yet no one wanted to have a shot the whole time. It's just like, for God's sake, someone shoot already. But we just kept passing
even
it
though we're
out,
playing well, they seem to be nervous to take that opportunity, don't they? Take the actual risk and have a shot and go.
Yeah.
For whatever reason it is, I'm not too sure, but.
Yeah. So, what do you think, Shane? I'm surprised you haven't butted in yet, or are you still crying over the fact that Liverpool are now top of the Premier League? Phil Brown wants himself out as usual.
That's a bit. I think we've turned the corner lately, actually, to be honest.
At the end of the day, I think the thing is with Brown, I think a lot of people obviously don't like him, and it's got to a stage where they're never going to like him.
No,
basically.
whatever happens.
It's the same with Ron. We could win every division for the next 3 years, win the European Cup. But still, everyone will slag off Ron for things that have happened in the past, and I think it is the same with Brown.
Should we ask Philip Brown why he wants Phil Brown out?
Yeah, tell us, Phil, why do you want yourself out?
I think it's his personality in it has annoyed a lot of supporters with his media commitment and that as well. They never seem to click with that from day one, did they?
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people have always complained about the fact that he does obviously spend a lot of time doing other stuff, talk sport, and he's always on Sky and whatever. Good to see Rachel's updated her name already.
McLaughlin might say it was somebody, Shane.
Don't know who McLaughlin is. Personally, I like the fact that that he does all this other stuff, because it gives us a higher profile. McLaughlin, I don't know. I mean,
I think he needs to be honest. He seems to be doing enough as it is scoring goals, surely.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he still doesn't do it often enough for me. I was quite surprised to see a lot of people put him as man of the match on Friday, because or was that the previous game? I can't even remember, but some recent game anyway. And a lot of people voted him as one of the nominations for Player of the Year last month, which I did struggle with a bit. But yeah, he has been scoring goals. And I guess it goes back to the what we've been saying about Wordsworth. I would rather have a player who's supposedly lazy, but contributes so much in goals and other stuff, than a player who runs around and doing nothing. In fact, furthermore, I'd just like to say, because I know Shane obviously goes on about Wordsworth being lazy all the time. in my opinion, there's no lazier player in the entire country than Eden Hazard. So, Shane, would you like Eden Hazard in our team? Presumably, you would slag him off and say he's lazy as well. But anyway, we've had a couple more questions. So, Barrett, first of all, yeah.
I just think there's something more to that, to be honest. Because even when we lost at Rochdale, Brown was still coming out defending him, saying he's a leader, captain, all this.
Yeah.
Playing well, overdoing ambitions for this season already. And he just seems to have been dropped from the squad. On Friday night, Soklik was chosen on the bench.
Yeah, exactly. That's the really weird thing, isn't it? Yeah.
It seems to always fall out with.
It seems obvious that there's something not right with the Adam Barrett situation, because the fact that he wasn't even on the bench on Friday night, but Soklik was. When this is like the captain that we're talking about, so it does seem a bit strange. So sorry, Chris. Going back to your previous question, you just missed us talking at the start about Friday's game. Basically, how disappointing it was. Typical Southend, really, but we didn't really have any clear-cut chances. Now, as far as in goal on Tuesday, I would say it's got to be Ted Smith. What do you reckon?
Well, I think so, because it's a nothing game, really, isn't it? I know if we win, we get a home draw next round or whatever.
Yeah.
Which is a slight advantage. But,
sorry, we were just being distracted by a Sky Sports alert there telling us that Cristiano Ronaldo has just signed a new deal for Real Madrid. Yippee. So, but I think the one reason I might consider still keeping Oxley in is simply because we're not allowed to make too many changes on Tuesday.
I think it's 5 changes to the squad or something,
it's something stupid like that. Yeah, I think it's. I think it's you have to play 7 players who have played recently, or
it'll be in the next squad or something.
Yeah, or something like that, and so I don't want to risk. I certainly wouldn't risk most of our outfield players. I mean, I would change the entire team if possible. So maybe keep Oxley in goal, but then at the same time, of course Leonard will play. Yeah, but at the same time, Smith does deserve to play. If we're not going to send him out on loan, which you can't because we haven't got another keeper.
No. Yeah, Oxley seems to be getting. He made a couple of good saves, hasn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he does seem to be getting his confidence back. At the same time, there was still odd things. I mean, there was one moment in the first half. The second half. I think it was on Friday where both me and Shane shouted at him when I think it was where it looked to us like what should have been a fairly easy catch.
He elected to punch, didn't he?
Yeah, but he does seem to be getting more confident. So
the thing is, you look across the board, even in the top league, the top teams even changed their goalkeepers for cup games, didn't they?
Well,
like Man City,
exactly. Well, even Arsenal. Don't even play Czech in the Champions League, which is a surprise. But Shane can't believe that I'm comparing Princess Tippy Toes. That's his nickname for the legends that is Anthony Wordsworth. To Eden Hazard, but my point is, Shane,
he is lazy.
He is lazy. How many times on Sky on the Match of Day or whatever? Do you hear the commentators and the pundits going on about how he was just standing there, just didn't look interested at all, right? As if he thought his work was done for the day and stuff like that. Yeah.
Shane, he didn't like Mark Gower either, did he?
No, well, how can anyone not like Mark Gower? He's one of the greatest players that we've ever had. It's utterly ridiculous. But there we go. But bring back Hurst, in my opinion. So on the basis that we're only allowed to make, say, 4 changes on Tuesday.
Yeah.
What changes would you make?
I think, the first one's got to be Dimitri. He's not here anyway.
Well, yeah.
So John White will be in for him. Obviously, Innes would be injured, I'd assume.
Yeah, he's dislocated his shoulder, hasn't he?
So that's the second one.
So, Barrett or Sokolic?
I'd go for Barrett, but for whatever reason, he seems to be out of favour at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. Who knows? He's a
Cipriano probably for Coca, if he can. and obviously Timlin for Wordsworth suspended for Berry.
I totally agree with that. I mean, ideally, I would have liked to have rested the strikers. I know some people probably say they don't need a rest, but I mean, I still think Cox is a quality striker, and as one of the problems with having Ranger missing, that Rangers seems to bring out the best in Cox, as well as providing a much bigger goal threat. But yeah, I would go with those same changes, I suppose.
And potentially, obviously, the goalkeepers we've suggested as well.
Yeah.
The other one.
But
I think it's important. Timlin's got to play, I think, isn't he?
Yeah,
if it's got to be Saturday.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I was just reading Friday's Echo where Brown says he's definitely 100% going to play a part on Friday night. I've got no doubt that he intends that to be the case, but will Barrett play Tuesday though, Shane? That's the thing, because the fact that he wasn't even on the bench on Friday, something's not right. I mean, I would expect him to play, but you just don't know. I think there might be slightly more to it. But
what makes you say that, Shane? What makes you think he'll definitely play?
Yeah, have you got some secret insight that we're not aware of? Yeah, I mean, I hope he does. Because at the end of the day, he is still a legend, and I mean, the last thing we would want is for him to
vanish totally off the face of
end up in a sort of Kevin Mayer situation, like the way he left the club.
The way he just got dropped out of the team, didn't he?
And that was absolutely shocking, and I mean, I'm sure it won't be quite the same with Barrett, but even so, it's something is obviously not right there. I would go with those same changes, I think. And at the end of the day, we can't be, even if we were allowed to make more changes, we can't make any more changes up front because, we haven't got any more strikers. Certainly wouldn't bother.
Shane said so I assume he has got.
Oh, right. Okay, fair enough. Looks like Barrett will be playing on Tuesday then, so that'd be good, and I certainly hope he does. But we can't make any change up front because. Mooney is injured. If Rangers fit, I wouldn't. There's no way to risk him in that game anyway. And I mean, if I was a manager, I'd rather play myself than Jason Williams. So, if we were able to make enough changes, then I would definitely rest Leonard, just because it's about bloody time. But because I just think it's ridiculous the way he just never ever gets
substituted even.
Yeah, exactly.
Ridiculous, isn't it? I know he's a threat when he's on the pitch at times. Obviously, he has got that in his locker to have a shot from goal or his energy in the middle, but he just doesn't seem to get dropped, does he?
Yeah, it is odd. So I would definitely rest
Shane
in
might have
for the
some
day.
inside information about why he doesn't get dropped.
Anything else you want to add to that, Shane? I think we all agree that Leonard doesn't. I know a lot of people.
Oh yeah, we're back on.
Right, we're back. What were we saying?
What should I start out for Tuesday information?
I think we've basically said the starting lineup, haven't we? I think. If on the basis that I reckon we're only allowed to make 4 changes, maybe 5, then it's going to be. Barrett for Innis, White for Demetriou, Kiprianu for Coker, Timlin for Wordsworth, and if we can have another one, who was the other one we said? Possibly Smith for Oxley. But
formation, I think, would be the same, wouldn't it? I'd have thought.
Yeah.
Well, it depends again, isn't it? If he opts to go one up front, if you can make changes and keep Fortuna out there, or and
Jack Bridge, I completely forgot about him. It would be good to see him.
He broke in last season, didn't he? Towards the end, he broke in, started a lot of games. Towards the end, last few games.
Absolutely, sorry, I've lost my flow there for a sec. Yes, Chris, I definitely think Liverpool are going to win the league, and I'm sure Shane will agree. He's obviously delighted about today's results. But going back to League One / EFL trophy. What were we talking about? I would probably start McGlashan over McLaughlin as well, simply because he hasn't had much of a look in recently, and given that he has been involved, that shouldn't count as one of the.
No, because he's included in the squad.
Exactly. So it's an extra change that we could make. Will Man U win the league? Are you drunk, Steve? Seriously, I think we've ended up getting involved in a bit of
a
bit of infighting between the brothers there. Like you can sort out your arguments amongst yourselves. You know my opinion, but anyway, Murray #1 scumbags. Murray got to do it.
Murray's #1 in the world at tennis.
Yeah.
Scumbags top of the Premier League, can't get much worse.
Oh right, yeah. So good to see Shane being as positive as ever, even when he's not here. He's obviously happy about the Premier League situation and the fact that we are lucky enough for the first time in the whole history of the game of tennis to actually have a Brit as world #1, which I think is absolutely fantastic. Still, this is supposed to be blues over booze, so let's forget all this talk about the Premier League and tennis and all the rest of it. So looking ahead then to the next league game at Bury.
Bury, yeah.
Chris Hart wanted to know about the formation as well as the team. I think it's got to still be 4-4-2, hasn't it?
I thought so. Yeah. It seems to have worked. I know we lost Friday, but up until then, it's been 4 or 5 games unbeaten.
Yeah, I mean,
it seems to have worked.
Yeah, the worrying thing is if we change the formation and we ended up winning, then Brown might well stick with that formation, and we don't want that. So it's got to be 4-4-2. So anyway, yes, Bury.
Bury, tough game, isn't it? I think it's going to be.
Yeah.
What have the last few results been like? I haven't really checked.
They drew 2-2 yesterday with Wimbledon. But they drew 2-2 yesterday with Wimbledon in the cup.
Right.
Don't worry about my present, Chris and Steve. Like, I don't expect you to spend too much. What score would you be happy with on Tuesday?
1-0, Brown, clean sheet mentality.
I don't know. I mean, part of me thinks that even any kind of win would be a bit of a waste. But at the same time, I haven't checked it for ages, but I think I'm right in saying that even if we lose, we've won the group. So
I believe so.
It really doesn't make any difference at all. We could lose 87-0 and it would make no difference. But it would be nice to get a win, especially if give some of the players who don't normally play a bit more confidence.
Well.
Yeah,
if both the strikers get a couple of goals or a goal each.
Absolutely. Yeah, and those players who haven't been playing regularly, give them a bit of confidence. And how brilliant would it be to see Timlin come back with one of his
one of the strikes? He just his whole performance, his whole attitude. I think it's just. It seems to lift the whole team, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Imagine if you had him in the middle and Ranger up front putting the effort in like that.
I think
to build a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, I would say out of all of the players who are likely to play on Tuesday, the only one realistically who has got a chance of getting in the first team is probably Timlin.
Yes, yeah.
Obviously White as well, only because Dimitri is keeps going away on bloody international duty all the time. I can't think how Bury have been doing recently in the league. But yeah, drew 2-2 with Wimbledon in the cup.
They lost to Bolton recently in the league, I think.
Yeah. But who knows? I mean, as long as it's not like the game at the end of last season, which was just a complete farce, and how we ended up losing that is ridiculous. Albeit we didn't get any points, they didn't get any points either.
And we moved up the place in the table, didn't we, as well?
Just because of their ineligible player or whatever it was. And of course, Brown got a ban in that game as well. So all in all, it would have been better for everyone if that game just hadn't been played.
It didn't exist. Yeah.
So hopefully it'd be more successful. But then of course, as Darren has just said there, who put the ball in the very net? Benji, who obviously won't be playing on next Saturday. But yeah, we have had some good. Yeah, we have had some good results there. Obviously, the wall free kick as well.
Yes, yeah, a couple of seasons ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But we always say, don't we? We never accept a point before the game, do we? We always, us two always try and we never.
Absolutely. If we're 3-0 down in the 93rd minute, then I would accept the point. But otherwise, no. But yeah, I really don't think it matters at all what the score is on Tuesday. I can't say I would be happy with just whatever. I don't know. I mean, I just genuinely don't care if we. Well, I'm not going to say I don't care if we lose, because
we always care, don't we?
Yeah.
But it's a needless game, really. It's pointless.
But I suppose the most important thing is that I mean, if it was a game like Friday night where we totally dominated but ended up losing, I don't think either of us would care, would we?
No.
If it was a game where we lost 1-0 but were just absolutely abysmal, looked like we weren't interested and all the rest of it, then obviously that wouldn't be acceptable.
No.
But the actual score, I don't think is too relevant, really. So
no, I think it's just almost like a reserve game, isn't it?
Yeah.
The players that need to get a bit of games or the changes we can make.
Exactly. I mean, I assume Stevenage won't be putting out their strongest team either.
No.
So
be interested to see what the crowd will be like Tuesday night. I think they have a low crowd when they're still in the competition.
Yeah.
Let alone when they're not in it.
Yeah. So I mean, we're not going to have that many there. I mean, I know a lot of people are still boycotting the competition. I didn't go to any of the home games, but I refuse to ever miss an away game. And I know there will be a fair few of us there, probably for a similar reason. With those of us who go to every game, who aren't prepared to miss another game. So consequently, we could have more fans there than them, I think.
Oh, I thought so.
Yeah. So there we go. So anyone else got anything more that they would like to add? Shane's been rather quiet by his standards.
Yeah, can't really shut him up here.
Yeah. I mean, it's it has been nice to be able to get to talk us two, without him butting in all the time. Does Fortuné make a difference? I'm still not entirely sure about him. I mean, I guess the fact that one way of looking at it is that if we didn't have Fortuné now, we'd be screwed because Ranger's injured, Mooney's injured, and Jason Williams isn't very good.
He seems to have some lovely touches, doesn't he? He tries to play it at times.
Yeah. I think even on Friday night there were times when I think he showed that he is a quality player. He did show odd bits of quality, but at the same time he didn't really look like scoring, in my opinion.
From what I've seen, obviously from Coventry fans and that, they were saying how one of his the worst strikers ever played for him.
Yeah, but
I haven't seen that bad from him.
Yeah, but also any Coventry fan, what they think of Freddie Eastwood.
Yeah,
so I'm not interested in what any Coventry fan thinks about him. But at the end of the day, I think he's there to do a job, which in my opinion is to make up the numbers when Ranger isn't fit, or Cox. But obviously, Cox
is his role, really.
Yeah.
Or just come on,
exactly. Yeah.
Pardon, Shane.
And Shane obviously doesn't agree with that. So do you think he's not very good then, Shane? Or do you think he's wonderful? I don't know. Bollocks to what? So
Shane, can I ask you a question a minute? What player do you actually like at the football club? Because from whatever team we talk about, whatever game we review, whatever game you're at, you just seem to seem to know every single player.
Yeah, who do you think was man of match for Southend? I'll take it you're talking about at Millwall there, Chris. So who would you say was man of the match?
Probably, I'd say. I don't know really.
Yeah, it is a tough one, isn't it?
No, I think everyone played well.
Mm.
And everyone's
well, that's the annoying thing. Everyone did play well, really.
I'm trying.
That's not true, Keith.
I still think Cox has played brilliantly Friday night. People say no, he's not a play. He's not a threat of that. But I think he played well. He held the ball, linked the ball up well.
Yeah.
Played football really well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and
obviously Oxley made a couple of good saves as well. So I don't think maybe Leonard. I thought he played alright Friday night.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think
really stood out, did
yeah,
they?
exactly. Yeah, no one stood out at all really. So yeah. I don't know who stood out the most. No one. I don't know. Yeah, I
thought Ineos was quite impressive actually before he went off injured.
Yeah, he'd done alright.
Again, he didn't really do anything out of the ordinary, did he?
I thought Coker did well as well, just to annoy Shane. So yeah, solid. I'm going to say Coker is my man in the match.
Go for him, yeah.
Yeah, and you're saying Leonard?
Probably going to go for Leonard actually. Yeah, although he's not up to his standard of recent.
Yeah, what we know he can do.
But I thought him being captain as well, he did well. He put the effort in.
Yeah. That's very true. Yeah. So there we go.
Who do you think, Chris? What did you think was your man of the match?
Yeah, come on, Chris. Yeah, you were there with the rest of us. So who did you think was the best player?
Where's Luke not watching tonight either, is he?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's with Chris. Is Luke there with you, Chris? And what about Shane? I'm sure you must have something else to add before we end it there for the night. It's been nearly half an hour we've been rabbiting on for. So
what's your prediction anyway, Dan, for Saturday?
For Saturday?
Yeah.
Oh God, you know I don't like making predictions when it comes to us because I don't want to curse us or anything.
I think it all hinges whether if Rangers fit or not. If Rangers
are
fit enough to play, easy Ranger and Thompson.
Ranger and Thompson for who? I'm confused.
Well,
Ranger and Thompson? Yeah, your man in a match on Friday. Ranger didn't play.
Chris Hart, one of your fans, Wordsworth.
Yeah.
There.
So well, that's always a good choice, Chris, because we all know how good Wordsworth is. So yeah, I mean Thompson did alright on Friday as well, but
I'm not convinced by him to be honest. At times, he shows good. He dives in too early at times and causes issues. But
yeah, I've never been totally convinced by him either. There are odd games where I think he's been quality, but I mean when you look at some of the legendary left centre backs we've had over the years, he doesn't come close to being one of those, in my opinion. In fact. Just something else I just thought of, an interesting note to finish on. I just read this morning that Sean Clohessy has just signed for, I can't remember who it is
Braintree
now.
Town, wasn't it?
That's right, yeah, I was going to say someone rubbish non-league team. But Braintree.
Oh, yeah, Braintree.
So, another player who thought he was too good for us. And that worked out well, didn't it? So, ha ha ha.
I think he's still better than Braintree, but you can't get a club anywhere else, can they?
Yeah.
Because he played for Orient, so he can't sign for a league club until January.
Yeah. And
so
plus, when you're released by Leyton Orient, who are the second from bottom of the league, you don't exactly have a lot of options. So Shane reckons Thompson man of the match. Yeah, I'll be happy with that. I mean, as we said, I don't think anyone really stood out. Yeah, it is very hard to choose anyone. Yeah, so. So anything more you would like to add, Scott, before we leave?
No, not really. Everything's still been covered, I think.
Okay.
Choosing up prediction or team prediction and Saturday's game.
Okay. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. And as usual, this will be on YouTube at some time in the next week, whenever I get round to it. And so we hope to see you all again next Sunday. Probably be back to our usual time of 8 o'clock.
No, you idiots.
The two players I'm happy with.
I don't know the players he likes in the squad. So just two players
the
whole squad.
Oh, right, sorry, yeah. God, that question was ages ago, Shane.
Time lag in Cyprus, isn't it?
it must be, yeah. Shane. So Shane likes Ranger and Thompson, and
I
no
thought you were
one
a big
else.
fan of Ferdinand a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I completely forgot about Ferdinand. But yeah, obviously he's not going to play. We can't risk him on Tuesday. But yeah, you were saying you liked Ferdinand as well. So everyone likes Ferdinand.
And Dimitri. What's wrong with Dimitri?
Yeah. Oh, honestly, Shane. We'll be an interesting show next Sunday, I'm sure, when we will be reviewing Stevenage and Bury, and Shane and Claire will be back from Cyprus, where they are currently. So. Thanks a lot, everyone, and we will see you all again then. Cheers.
See you soon. See you now.